And then there was a supplement in the Sunday Times, and it was all about different career paths and different university courses. And my dad just pulled out the supplement, and he was obviously reading it, and he just said, actually, so there's a job here that would suit you down to the ground. So I said, oh, what is it? And he said, environmental health officer. If I'm honest, never heard of it, didn't have a clue what it was. He said, but in the little blurb in the Sunday Times supplement, it basically said, this role is every day is different. You know, 60-70% of your day you're out and about looking at different things. He said, that's just you. He said, because what you're not is a person that can just sit and have an office job 9 to 5. You've got to be confident in your knowledge and your ability, but it's such an interesting course because it covers so many different things. So I'm not sure what the curriculum is right now, but when I did my degree, you crossed over from housing to technical drawing to food safety, health and safety, environmental. It's such a huge, vast array of subject matter that you are really in a very fortunate position to consider roles in any one of those areas. So for me personally, I'm not a person that can do the same thing every single day, day in, day out. For some people, that's what they like to do, and that's absolutely fine. What I would say about the environmental health and the career path that it brings is there is no 2 days the same. And if you're that kind of person that loves that and thrives on that, like I do, then it's the perfect career for you. So I'm head of the stadium here, stadium and facilities team here. I also support the facilities team at our training ground at Carrington Road, and also at SSV, which is our academy, which is Stockport Sports Village. So again, it's a very wide-ranging role, and my role, this stadium is an incredible place. The atmosphere is incredible, but it's an old stadium and it has its various challenges. So up until a few years ago, we might have only had a few hundred fans here. Now every week is a sellout match. So we've got over 10, like at the weekend we had 10,100 people in the stadium. My role here is to make sure that stadium is fit for match day and to make sure it's safe, it's secure, there's enough people in place to make sure that the match runs safely. On a match day, it kind of flips. So 2 of my team, one is ground safety officer and they are in control on a match day. And there's a deputy safety control officer who also supports that process. So they're very much, they go through training, a lot of training, which I haven't done yet, in terms of how you would eliminate people from the stadium, for example, if they're causing trouble, any arrests. They work very closely with the police. They work very closely with the away team and the home team. We have to make sure that game kicks off on time, otherwise we get fined. Making sure all the players' dressing areas are all ready to go, and you know, all, as you can imagine, there's match day, there's probably 400, 500 people work here on a match day with food and beverage teams, plus the stewarding of the match, plus all the rest of us as well, so it's quite a busy day. So people think match days, what do you do for the rest of the week? We don't stop, there's always something to do, whether it's here, Carrington or SSB. It's a very, very busy role and I absolutely love it. Match days are very special. Normally it was quite strange when I first started here because I started in the summer and we were preparing the ground and preparing for the ground safety certificate. The first match that we had was strange because suddenly there was all these people and I've been used to walking around an pretty much empty stadium for a number of weeks. The buzz that you get on match day is like nothing else, because all my work is done by the time that ball kicks off. So the stadium will look its best it can look. Everything's working, everything's in order, all the teams are in place, everybody knows what they're doing. It's quite a thing to get everybody together on that one journey, so that as soon as those gates open, we're ready to go. And I can't control what happens on the pitch in terms of the result, but I can control what happens off it, and making sure that that is the best it can be.